Hello and welcome. So today I'm going to have a go at the Guardian's Quiptic crossword, and this is being published on Sunday the 8th of September 2024. Now it's been set by Kite, who's a setter I've not heard of, so I don't know what their style is going to be or anything. Should be interesting. Well, not too much to say, but I'm going to crack on. Appeal from lover to flirt heartlessly. You'd think that was F2, wouldn't you? Flirt heartlessly. Lick large thick pad on hair. Ooh. Flat, something about flats. Top president. Trump, I would think. Top, if you trump someone, you top them in a game of cards. Strip and review patients inside. Private patients, I don't know. A bloke not changed footwear. A bloke not, so that's an anagram of a bloke not footwear. Oh, not great on footwear. No. A bit funny. Old Penny's missing list. Old Penny is a D. A bit funny missing list. Okay. Not originally well upholstered block. Oh, okay. College prop is spotless. And college could be U for university. Prop is spotless. Clean. Prop lean. I think it might be clean. C lean. Not completely convinced. Compare short stick with weapon. Compare short stick. So that's going to be. So I'm kind of thinking, so like a rod or whatever. So it's a short version of that, and then with arm maybe. But I can't think of a word for compare. Shot guide. I'm not a fan of definite. I thought this was okay. Now we're doing the Quiptic, so I'm not seeing much humour in any of these clues at the moment. About to change course. It's a nice crossword, but it's not very humorous. Yellow layer. Sea cow at ergonomic pens. Tiny one with energy to produce spell. Before Italian smoker came back. I mean, that must be Etna, mustn't it? Italian smoker came back. But you see, I can't see why that'd be. And Italian smoker's in the middle, so anti. Okay, anti. Etna backwards, yeah. I'm going to go back to the downs because I don't want to have to change my screen at this point. So, one that covers up clean habit. One that covers up clean habit. African plant, a strange bulbous one. Could be an anagram of bulbous and an I. I've got a U there. African plant. I mean, I thought it might be an African actually, to be honest. Some native of Africa, some particular country person. Strip and review private patients in parts. Form inquiry for PLC. I mean, I don't know. That's an A for PC. Form inquiry for PC. Computer. No, computer's 8 letters. I mean, PC might be politically correct in this sense. System of government that Cicero condemned. I mean, that looks like an anagram of Cicero. That's Cicero. So I've got to dive it. Yeah, I'm getting nowhere on this crossword. This is not my idea of a Quiptic, There's going to be a tick at the end of this, isn't it? Meritocratic or something. Meritocratic. Meritocratic, democratic. Can't be democratic though. Theocratic? I think theocratic. Bloomin' heck, really? Which is when you're ruled by a religion, I believe. Wow. I mean, that's definitely not a cryptic level answer for my book. Arranged away match. God, arranged. Away match. Observed broadcasting for putting. For putting. Observing broadcast for putting. Observing is seeing. Seeing, so broadcast is probably saying it's a sound like. Putting or putting. Seeing. Viewing. I'm only going on the ing part because there's two ings in there. So I'm looking for a word that's a sound like of putting, I would say, or putting. Putting, seeing. I don't know. Unfortunately, men take up arms in fairground. That looks like an anagram. Men take up in arms. Whoa, merry-go-round or something. I don't know. Men take up arms. Men take up arms. If it's the something trap. This is where my anagrams fail me because I haven't got any letters in there really to help me out. I just can't begin to think of anything. And fairgrounds, I haven't been to fairground in a long time. Not really a thing you get these days. Generally, something park, amusement park, I think that is. Which means that's wrong there. That didn't help. Take that off. Have another look at this. Not originally well upholstered block. Just looking at that U, see if there's a hidden word there, but there isn't. Well upholstered is. I think that's lump and plump, isn't it? That's what I'm thinking, lump and plump. But I'm not particularly convinced. Something to avoid iced tea Firenze produces. Yeah, okay. Something to avoid iced tea Firenze produces. So that seems like it's an anagram of tea Firenze. Firenze being Firenze. I don't know how to say it. It's Florence, isn't it? That doesn't look like it should be an anagram though, of anything. And again, I'm back in the situation where I haven't really got any I haven't got any hints as to where I'm going on this. What is it? A hidden word. Just looking at fire. I can't tell. Not a type of revitalising product that comes from film concern. Type of revitalising product. Some kind of lotion cream. Proposed bride to be. Double definition again. This is one thing, one thing that's not very enjoyable. It's double defs. Proposed. The only word I think of bride to be is a fiancé, and that obviously doesn't fit. Birds flying south. Neither of those words is 6 letters, so they're not anagrammable for flying. German, cake half-heartedly taken. Stolen and stollen, I think. Stollen is a double L. Right, let's have a look at the bottom part of this. Let's see what I'm down to. Let's take that first. Clever while a top of champagne is missing. Clever. Wire. Cable. Able. Excuse me. Clever. Able, I suppose so. Lands a few jumps, promising situation that comes to nothing. Lands a few jumps, promising situation that comes to nothing. So promising probably there. I keep thinking oath and stuff. Oath and IOU for promising. Poet collects ordinary panel. Got a B as well. Ordinary panel. Spooner's finished it, creating platforms at sea. Spooner. Spooner has finished it. Platforms, oil rigs, decks. Oil rigs, royal digs. Don't think so. Platforms at sea. I don't think there's anything beyond. I can't really think of any platforms outside of that. Oil rigs, I think decks. Contest has excellent finish. Excellent would be, contest would be a race, but that doesn't fit. Finish would be varnish, that doesn't fit. Wow, look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 clues on first attempt. I mean, not a good showing really. Appeal from lover to flirt heartlessly. Appeal from lover to flirt heartlessly. Well, no idea. Flirt heartlessly. Flirt heartlessly would be FT to me, but in a cryptic. But if we're looking for a synonym of flirt and then to take out the letters from that, well, I'm in trouble. My crosswording isn't quite that good yet. Large thick pad, so large is L. Thick pad, fat, but that doesn't really fit LF, does it? Pad on hair. Word for large, enormous. Don't know. What's this one down here now? A bloke. Okay, that one I can probably get, can't I? Well, so I can get it. I don't think I can actually. A bloke, because it's about shoe footwear. A bone. Maybe something book. It's not an anagram footwear, just checking that. Oh, boot. Something boot. Ankle boot. Oh, okay. Just listening to my voice there, just kind of going, oh, okay. Because that's about, I'm really not, my level of enjoyment of this is very low. It's like, oh, okay, that's the answer. Fair enough. I mean, I can't, what? 3-letter word, a form inquiry. With a K in it, 3 letters, K. Tack, rip, rock. Ask a program. Ask a policeman. Ask a policeman. PC. Form inquiry. Okay, that's a cryptic level. Well, that's a cryptic answer, but does anyone ask policeman anymore? I don't think so. Tiny one with energy to produce spell. So that's time, isn't it? I think T1. Tiny Tim. Okay, that's a cryptic clue, I suppose. Tim E. Tiny Tim. Shot. guide. Either I'm really not on it today, or these are just hard, and I'm tending towards the fact they're just hard. Shot guide. Okay, maybe I'll have a look later. See, see if I can get it later. Large, thick pad on hair. I'm assuming large is the L. Thick, fat, tress. Fat tress? I don't think so. Pad on hair. Large is fat. I would think fat on hair. Arranged away match. Arranged away match. Observing broadcast for putting or putting. Noting, I suppose. Noting, noting. Observing is noting, I would think. Broadcast, so sound like of noting, putting, putting. Can't see it. Big side time. Yellow. Layer. Leg looks like a hen, couldn't it? Chicken. Yeah, there's a good cryptic answer. Yep, fair enough. Proposed. Pride to be. Type of a revitalizing product. Skin. That comes from film as skin. What's this one down here again? Something to avoid. Okay, this one. About to change course. What's this one down here? The African plant. A strange bulbous one. A bit old funny pennies missing list. Old penny is a D, well old is O and penny is a D or a P. A bit funny. There's nothing very inspiring about this crossword, I'd have to say. One that covers up, clean habit. One that covers up, clean habit. Compare short stick with weapon. What's my weapon going to be with? An E, ending in E. Stick could be a rod, but RO. What's this? Seek out ergonomic pens. What does that mean? Sea cow. I don't really know what a sea cow is. If it's actually a sea cow and not just a separated sea and a cow, at ergonomic ends water. So pens being the hidden word indicator. Sea. Birds flying south. I want to put a swallow, but that doesn't really work. Birds. I mean, birds flying north would say put the clue in backwards, but flying south. Which makes me think there's swans flying. Word for flying. It's got something, and then south on the end. Because it's got birds flying. Oh, Spoon has finished it, creating platforms at sea. Platforms at sea. I mean, going sink, sank, sunk. This one lands a few jumps, promising situation that comes to nothing. Promising, lands a few jumps, promising situation that comes to nothing, I think that is, which is a lands a few jumps. I'm feeling very unenamoured by this puzzle really, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to pause the video in a moment. And then just take a little break, go make another cup of tea, have a quick cup of tea and then come back and see if I can get something done. So if you'll excuse me, I'm going to pause the video now. Hello, so I'm back from making my cup of tea and hoping I'm in a little bit more of a solving mood now. Obviously I haven't had any of my cup of tea unfortunately, so because it's steaming hot, but it's nice rain day outside. I had a little listen to the rain in the trees and now I'm back and I'm going to go back to having a look at this. So what do we got? Let's go back to one across. Let's start back at the beginning. Appeal from lover to flirt heartlessly. I cannot look at that clue without thinking heartlessly is just saying take out the thing for FT, but I don't think that is. Appeal from lover. I need to maybe look at this clue entirely. Let's look at this again first. Strip and review private patients inside. So we've got a P there, which makes me think PT. Strip and review private patients inside. So review PEPT, maybe that's saying it's an anagram of that to get to strip. Review. Strip and review private patients inside. We can't see what private patient. Yeah, I can see if it's patients inside, then take those letters. If it's private, that P is looking ominously, unless it's just a hidden word or something, which would be tape. T-A-P-E. I think that's tape, isn't it? I think that's what we're going for, tape. Wow, that was a bit too hard. I think, because a tape is a strip. So what do we got here? Appeal from lover. See, lover, I just keep thinking Romeo, which clearly doesn't fit. Appeal from lover. What's an appeal from lover? Well, it's I love you. It's come back. To flirt heartlessly. So I think I need a word for flirt that's without middle letter, a bit like I did for stolen down here, or stolen. This one, fat. What's this? Fatter. Large is. I think thick is fat, and large something will be fat. Pad. Pad is a on hair. On hair though. I mean, how you fit in pad on hair into there? I'm not sure really. This one, arranged a away match. Eloped, I think. So that's a wedding clue, isn't it? Could that be pattern? And if so, why would it be pattern? It can't be pattern, it doesn't quite fit. I'm going to have to take that. Well, do I need to take that out or do I need to take out noting for observing? Because I can't pass noting observing. Fattress. It's a tress, didn't I? Okay, let's think slightly differently and go. Hair is tress, isn't it? So maybe that's sighting. Putting is sighting. Yep. Okay. So that must be mattress. Mattress. Okay. Large, thick. But what I don't quite understand what the so a mat is a pad and a tress is hair. But large, thick is mattress. I suppose so. Well, no, I don't really. I don't understand that one unless it's an all-in-one clue, really. Shot, lead and lead. Okay, that break has done me some good things to learn in life. It's worth taking a break occasionally when you're doing crosswords. It's not entirely, but at least I've got the corner done. Got one down there. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 clues done. What's this? Proposed. Bride to be. What's a bride to be? I think it's going to be as easy as that when I've got, look at eloped. Oh, that's another one I got, wasn't it? Eloped. This one. Let's have a look down here. Poet. Ooh, I can't think brown, but collects ordinary panel. Poet. My list of poets is very short. Poet. Bard. Bored, therefore. Okay, good. Type of revitalising project. Skin. It comes from film concern. Well, film is a skin. Skin. What's that? So look at it horizontally. Skin. Care. Okay. My level of impressedness is not very high on this one, to be honest. Proposed. Proposed. Invited or something. Proposed bride to be. Could that be? Can't be an anagram of bride to be, can it? Because I haven't got an N. I haven't got an N in the clue, so it definitely can't be. I mean, the other things I can think. Well, it could be an A, but S. S is really jumping out at me, but I don't think it's proposed. In wedded is what I want to put, but can't be. Intended. There we are. Intended. So it's a little bit easier, these things, when you've got a few letters on the board, as you're seeing. Has excellent, finish, end, excellent, contest, end. So that's finish, end. What's that? Contest. Let's have a look. Contest is a excellent. Excellent is. Okay, I see legend at the moment. So we got B-E-C-E-D-E, defend, deaf, contest, defend. I think deaf is a word for excellent. I can't go with it. It's at that stage where today's not been that good really on this. So have another look at this one. Something to avoid. Ice tea frenzy produces. Got an R. Let's have a look at this. I don't think ice tea frenzy. I don't know. I'm not myself as to whether that's how you actually say frenzy. Florence. Well, something to avoid. Something to avoid with a Z in it. What would that be? Not going near that one. Lands a few jumps. Feels like with that LAN and lands, feels like it wants to be a lands a few jumps. Okay, so that is an anagram, isn't it? Jumps being the anagram indicator. Lands a few. Situation coming, I think, which will be come on, put lawn. I don't think it'll be lawn. False dawn. There we are. Okay, so that's giving me something over here. Something about fowls. False dawn. Swifts. I think that is flying is swift. Yep. Good old Spooner's still down there to be looked at again. Ferenzi's still there. What's this? About to change course. About is either C or re. Something to avoid. What am I going to do with this Z? Compare short stick with weapon. I mean, stick could be like a rod or a spear, like I've put, but it could also be glue or something, couldn't it? Compare short stick with weapon. One that covers up clean habit. Let's just try and get this back to where it was. Excuse me. Yeah, quite nice. Is it about there? There. Compare. One that covers up clean habit. That RO's not doing anything, is it? Which makes this really hard. One that covers up clean habit. I mean, clean is to... my synonyming is just out the window at this moment. I cannot get anywhere. A bit funny. Old Penny's missing list. I mean, OP missing list. So maybe we're looking at a bit funny without. I wonder if old penny is D for the old penny, so pound, shilling, and pence is indicated by D. So what's funny? A bit funny. So take out the D, which give a list, which is a table. List is a table. It's a rotor, but it could also be like if you're leaning over. In which case that's really hard. I'm just going to try. I mean, I don't really know what I'm going to do here, but I'm going to try bulbous with an I. See if I can get. I think the I needs to get in. Actually, to be fair, the only thing I can think of an African plant is berry, but that's a disease, I think. Two U's, two B's. Let's have a look at Mr. Spooner. Spooner's finished it. Creating platforms at sea. So Spoon's finished it, so finished it is done deal. Shipwreck, ripshack. There's not much going off. Probably an ego in there, isn't there? But sake, Jake, fake. Send, sand, sand. Sand something would have been sake, wouldn't it? Something sake. Oof. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 clues left. How long have we been at this now? In total, well over 30 minutes. Well, just over 30 minutes. Appeal from lover to flirt heartlessly. I mean, Quiptic is meant to be a fun, easy puzzle, and yeah, by comparison, last Monday's Guardian Quiptic I'd done in 18 minutes, and I had about 4 answers left after 10. I mean, just went straight in, and that's kind of what at least I've always been led to believe that's what the Quiptic was intended to be. It was just a bit of a fun, quick writing with some fun clues, and in all honesty, I'm not seeing much fun in here. Nothing. Quiptic. The hint's in the name. Quip. It's meant to be full of quips. I'm not really seeing many quips. Appeal from lover. Okay, so maybe appeal from lover isn't appeal like that. It's like seductiveness. So what's that? Appeal is allure. One that comes up, clean habit. I'm kind of thinking, habit makes me think of nuns, or or quite. One covers up, clean habit might suggest towards drug addicts. Clean habit might be a someone who's addicted to cleaning, I suppose. Clean habit, which would be a, don't know what it would be really. Compare short stick with weapon. Can't think of a weapon that ends in E. Either way, really. Whether it's going, short one that's going in there. Compare is to compare. Something to avoid. Iced tea. It's iced tea. Perens produces. There's no hidden words because R and E are split, and Forens has got them next to each other. Even getting that one, even if I can get that one now, about to change course, leaves me with just one extra letter in here. I'm not sure it's going to help me unless it happens to be the Z. And I don't think it's going to be this one. I mean, if it's looking for an African, as in an Egyptian or a South African or a person from the Congo or whatever, Ethiopian or, I cannot think of them. What that would be with 2 words and 4 letters. African plants, I'm sure I'll know it when I read it, but I don't know. And if it's an anagram bulbous one, I'm not really going to, I'd put the I there probably. Bulbous 1. Anagram bulbous, I mean bulb doesn't fit there. Boa plant or something, is it boa? Can't really see it, there's no blue. No. This one here probably should be gettable. Appeal from lover to flirt heartlessly. I think appeal from lover is probably going to be suggesting, like seductiveness or something, that kind of appeal. This one that covers up clean habit. I mean, without any extra, hard to get to. Can't see what I'm trying. I think that's probably list without. Probably list, so it's a bit funny. Take out an O or a D or a P or something to get to a word meaning list. Short stick can't do, and spoonerisms. So I need to do something here to help myself, I think, really, because I'm just, let's have a look. If I look at that one, it's going to give me that clue there. If I look at that one, let's give myself the down clue here, because I don't know. Well, first of all, let's check everything's okay. So everything's worked to that point. It hasn't taken any letters out. So I'm going to reveal this one. Antifreeze. Something to avoid ice. Antifreeze, they are. Okay. Anagram helper. Spooner's finished it, creating platforms at sea. Sand. I still think sand, and it isn't sand. This one, about to change course. assume that's edit and tide, I think. That's tide, so change edit backwards is about to change, and edit course. Really? Wow, that's hard if it is. Compare short stick with weapon. You'd think that that has a C or a G in it, really, in my head. Let's just see what I've got to. Just check. Was that tied? It was tied. Wasn't getting that without antifreeze. Antifreeze was an anagram, fair enough. Just couldn't see it really. One that covers up clean habit. I don't know what this is, so let's see if I can. Let's reveal this. Arum lily. Okay, A. Strange is rum, and lily's a bulbous plant. Yeah, it wasn't going to happen, was it? That really wasn't going to happen. This one, that's a lance, isn't it? Lance is a weapon short stick. Compare. I assume it's a lance anyway. Rolance? Palance? Maybe I'm just not in the mood today. I said table, but I can't see that being table, although that L makes me think of it again. I mean, I'm just revealing answers now, so I've had enough of this. Right, I'm going to just reveal, get on with it. Right, so what do we got? Appeal is beauty, fair enough. Appeal from lover. Lover is a bow, and flirt heartlessly. Toy without an O in it, so yeah, I wasn't getting that really. Just going through clues now. Mattress, so a large thick pad is a mattress. Hair is a tress. A mat is a pad, a thick pad. I don't quite understand where the definition in that one is really. A mat, you get mats in your hair, mattress. Maybe it's all in one definition. Top president, so obviously that was President Trump, Donald Trump, president, and top. So in game of cards, if you trump someone, you're topping them. Ankle boot is an anagram of a below knot, indicated by changed, and ankle boot is footwear. A bit funny, old pennies missing list. Droll. So yeah, so take off a D from droll. So a bit funny is droll. Take off the D, and you get a so take off D missing, and then you get a list which is roll. Not originally well upholstered block. So plump is well upholstered. So take off the P from first P from plump gives you a lump, which is a block. College is C. Prop. If you prop something up against it, you lean it up against it, and clean is spotless. My word. Compare, balance. Okay. Compare the books, balance the books. Okay. Short stick. Bat. Okay. Bat without the T, and then a weapon is a lance. Fair enough. Shot. Lead shot, and guide is to lead. So they both spelled that way. About to change, so edit backwards, so about to, turn it round, gets you to a course, which is a tide. Again, not really something I would have ever thought of. Yellow is chicken, and layer. Why is layer? Oh, a layer. Yeah, chickens lay eggs, don't they? So it's a layer in that sense. But yeah, if you can be said to be chicken, you're being a bit yellow. Sort of thing you see in American cowboy movies more than people ever say in Britain, I think. C is water, and we've got water hidden when cow at ergonomic, and pens is telling us it's hidden. Tiny Tim with energy, so Tim E gives a spell, which is time. I mean, that's a good example of why this Quiptic was not Quiptic level, because spell for time. Yeah, I mean it is, but it's not something that jumps into mind. Before is anti, so if you anti-meridian, AM, I think, post-meridian, AM and PM, anti, AM, anti, and Italian smoker, so the volcano Etna coming backwards. Scroll down. Lands a few jumps, we've got lands a few, anagram jumps telling us to mix those letters up, and a promising situation that comes to nothing is a false dawn. Poet is the bard, collecting ordinary. O gives you a panel which is a board. Spooner's finished it, creating platforms at sea. So platforms at sea are Sundex, done sex. Oh dear. Done sex. So in this case, IT, in the sense of having had sex. I've had it, sex. Oh really. Contest, so if you can test something, you defend it. Excellent is deaf. I can only think of that in terms of Def Jam recordings and the rap I used to listen to in the late 80s by Public Enemy and groups like that. I don't think that's quite what it is, deaf. And finish is end. Okay. One that covers up clean habit. Bathrobe, sorry. So it's just a straight kind of definition that if you cleaned yourself up, then I think then you're wearing a bathrobe. Really? Is there anything more complicated going on there? Bath. There's no anagram bathrobe in there that I can see. Covering up. Throb. A-B-A-E? No, I don't think so. African plants, so the arum lily. That's the African plant. A. Strange is rum, and a bulbous plant is a lily. Strip and review private patients' insides. So hidden away in backwards is T-A-P-E. So it's inside, tape, and it's review, so going backwards, and strip, so a strip of tape, I suppose. Strip of tape. Form inquiry for PC. So in this case, PC is a police constable. And back in the 50s, I think people used to say if you don't know what to do, ask a policeman. So form inquiry. Form an inquiry, ask a policeman. System of government that Cicero condemned. Well, system of government is theocratic. I think that's when it's led by religious. Theocracy is to do with the religion. So that Cicero condemned. I think there's probably a very clever clue there, because Cicero was maybe part of Greece or Latin or Rome, so to speak. So he was probably saying we need to get rid of the Pope or something, I don't know, or the gods, who knows. So he condemned it. But so it's a clever clue, but too clever. Arranged away match, so eloped. So if you go off to get married to someone else, i.e. matched, then yeah, that's what that is. Observing broadcast for putting. Okay, so that's a good example of where you don't know which end of a sound line to put in. So if you put something down on the ground, you're sighting it, which is, I think, that's spelling. And if you're observing it, you're sighting it with a GH in there. Sight, seeing it, sighting it. Unfortunately, unfortunately is an anagram indicator. Men take up arms gives us an anagram of amusement park, which is a fairground. Something to avoid ice. T for ends produces, so anagram of T for ends is antifreeze. So just ignore the use of the hyphen there, the punctuation, because that's there to make it harder, and it did. Don't think this puzzle particularly needed anything to make it harder. Type of revitalising product that comes from film concern. So type of revitalising product is skincare, and a film is skin on your rice pudding, say. And concern is to care. You care about something, you're concerned about them. Proposed is intended. We intended to do this, proposed to do that. And a bride to be is your intended. Birds of swifts, and flying is swift, and south is S. I mean, that's a good cryptic clue. You know, hard but good. German cake, half-heartedly taken. So German cake is Stollen with double L, but we only want one L in it, so becomes stolen, which is taken. And finally, clever wire. So clever is able, a wire is a cable, but top of champagne, so the C from champagne is missing, so cable becomes able. So there you go. Well, all done. Not all done really. I think I had about 8 left there before I started hitting the check button and the reveal button. So yeah, not too enjoyable really. Sunday morning, not as enjoyable as I'd like that one to be. But there you go. So maybe the everyman will be a little bit happier today. Thank you for watching. If you tried it, let me know down in the comments. Tell me how far you got. But otherwise, thank you for watching.